is live action, and it's not like there's nobody in dinosaur costumes or anything like that. It's really using just the Fantasia framework with the guy in a tux, and he's talking about different classical pieces. And then I set up my own individual stories, which are very different. Some involve balloons, some involve hookers, some involve experimental film cliches, and the San Francisco Symphony. We also have some exclusive footage of them going to the bathroom.
So this is the maestro at work.
Well, this is the maestro waiting for his work to render.
Less than a minute.
Boy, this is exciting. This is the romantic part of filmmaking. Most of my life is doing this. So basically, I'm looking for stuff that is really bizarre. Which was something called Don Cooper's Musical Games. That's pretty good. And there's Dancing Grannies and Baby Mugs. That was a recent acquisition. That was pretty good. It's just footage of baby faces for 30 minutes.
Oh, that's a classic right there.
It's overrated. It needs to be redone, I think. Well, this is a forgotten Disney movie from the 40s called Fun and Fancy Free. And in the 40s, Disney made a few compilation films that were supposed to be like Fantasia, but for the more not quite as artsy.
Okay.
And Fun and Fancy Free is one of those. And there's only 2 segments in it, Mickey and the Beanstalk and Bongo, the bear. He's kind of forgotten. But they made a few movies like this, like Make Mine Music or Melody Time, which are kind of just compilations of different Disney cartoons. And I know that Fantastic will, the variation in
Oh, you were right.
video covers. Fantastic may not be as good as Fantasia, but it might end up being as good as Make Mine Music or Melody Time. So this is depressing right here.
This is Christmas Eve on Sesame Street.
Very depressing. I watched this. I was bawling by the end of it. Not that it's particularly sad, but it's so heartfelt and nostalgic that it's too much. It's too much for me to handle.
Did you watch it close to Christmas?
Yeah, I watched it. It's a Christmas film, Jeff. That's why I watched it around Christmas.
Travel across lands through Sahara sands. I'll take any stand for love, but only love. Is this a dream that I'm singing with you? I do.
Did I look like an idiot in this interview? I don't like bridges, and slightly afraid of heights. I don't like roller coasters. I'm not really a thrill ride kind of guy. Have trouble enough walking. If you go by my history, I'm finding the wrong type of women. But that's probably what attracts me to them, because they're they're not right.
But do you notice a trend in women you've dated in the past?
They're nuts, yeah. But I'm kind of nuts, so maybe it works. They're all hot. So psychology says that hot people generally date other hot people, so I must be hot. So that's comforting. Yeah, I don't know. A woman who understands what I do, that it takes a lot of time, money, and effort, and it's a little foolhardy, so they need to come to terms with that, and not expect me to give it all up to get a big, expensive office job. Although I'm considering that myself, because it's, you know, I can get down. I'm starting to, as I get a little older, I can get down with the 9 to 5, work, do nothing, make a whole lot of money, and then do nothing, lay on a beach somewhere. So that's sounding more and more appealing as I continually struggle to live as an artist. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it for the money. And just keep making stuff, really. Because your first films are going to be crap. And even your second or third film, they possibly could be crap as well. But you just gotta keep making them, and then eventually you'll make something that's less crappy, and then eventually you'll make something that's pretty good. And there's a lot of people who make 1 or 2 films and then they fade away. If you're in it for reals, you'll surpass those people, and then people will think that you're somebody because you've kept doing it, at least. And that's been my experience so far. Many of the people I went to film school with are not still doing it. And for some reason, people respect that I'm stupid enough to keep doing this thing.
I'm a Viking, y'all, taking care of my health with some vitamins, y'all, cause I wanna be stealth, and those doctors, y'all, they just care about wealth. If your body's worth saving, gotta do it Copenhagen, it's natural. Like sex unchained, it's natural. Omega-3 on my brain, fish oil. These other brands are the same, it's the NORDIC for me. It's natural, girl, you know you need it, it's natural. Back those fatty acids, fish oil. You got some vitamin D's, it's the NORDIC for me. Woo! Nordic Naturals, committed to delivering the world's safest, most effective omega oils.
It's always the same old story. I've read it 1,000 times before. Boy and girl that fall in love. Why is that boy and girl not